time to talk about the crazy priorities. I don't know. With 7 billion people on the planet, what are we working on? 8 billion now? Mental institutions serve as just the biggest jails. There have been people in history, throughout history, who have taken the approach, well, let's just solve the problem. I mean, you look at nature, and nature culls the herd, thins the whatever, takes out the weak. I have said before that the more we facilitate handicapped people and make IVF for people and allow people to reproduce their genes into another generation, and those people don't die off, then the sicker and sicker or weaker and weaker humanity gets. And I know that there's a lot of mess in there and there's a lot of problems, and I'm going to try and get to that in this video. So we can take the approach that some people did a few hundred years ago and at random throughout history, which is basically eugenics. And eugenics is the mean word, but frankly it's just trying to say clean up and organize humanity so that there aren't so many people passing on their genetics that are broken. Now, I know this is unfriendly. I know that there are plenty of forms of conversation, art, media, blah, 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 that try and tackle how inhumane it is. I'm just saying facts. I'm just saying that the more we enable broken genetics to be passed on, the higher percentage of broken genetics our society will have. If you want a cutesy little piece of evidence for this, imagine who's going to get sent to Mars. No one in a wheelchair, no one with schizophrenia, no one with health issues and likelihood for cancer, any kind of that. That's who's going to Mars. And quickly, when Mars is colonized, you will see a significantly healthier population of humans that will branch off. And fast forward a million years, if that branch didn't remarry back into Earth's population, you could see a significant chart line, a big slice in the genetic tree. Anyway, should we, if we're just speaking in ideals, not in actions, just thought experiment, should we kill everybody in the asylums and make them useful before they die? Use them for experiments or something? I know how awful this sounds. It's a thought experiment, not a proposition for actually torturing and killing people, okay? Should we clean up this mess and, as a society, decide that it is best, just like as a society we've decided that smoking is unhealthy, and so we do everything we can to educate and inform so that people will choose for themselves not to smoke. Should we do the same thing with mental illness or any other dramatic painful disorder or disease? And as long as we're being cold and calm and logical, maybe we let people die who are just, like old grandpa who wants to who can't feed himself, can't change himself, can't do anything himself. Just let him kill himself and quit trying to prosecute people for their suicide. Maybe that's for another conversation.